London, Homeward Bound, lots of different activities I'm involved in. So as usual, I'm so pleased that we've got our key partners for this Homeward Bound series, and that's Donovan Longmore from Reggae Journey, and Reggae Voyage, and Wayne Hall, the top media man. We're going to be hearing from him later on. Award-winning Wayne Hall Show from Atlanta. So Donovan's from Connecticut, Wayne's from Atlanta. We have our own Diane Schrouder from here in London under the Reggae Tree. We've got Dean Roden, again under the Reggae Tree. We've got Gary McCook, who's going to give us the latest about the International Foreign Song Competition, which we're really looking forward to that. We've got Dee Burrows from Augusttown, which is great. And we've got Chanel as well. Good to meet you, Chanel. McPherson for the first time. So good evening all. How are you all? How's it going?
Doing good.
Great.
Great, thanks.
Good, thanks.
Wonderful.
Good
Pretty
to be
good.
here, Rudi. Thank you.
Excellent. Time is going so quick. We've only got a few weeks now to that countdown, August the 1st.
Yeah.
But before that, we've got the foreign song competition. So I think what we'll do, we're going to start with Gary McCook because he's got this big competition going on. We've got the semi-finalists. So Gary, can you give us a quick overview of where we are?
All right, guys. Good evening to you all, and good Sunday afternoon. And we are rocking like rock steady. The JIIFSC, which is now called GIFS, is cooking hot. We are in the stage now where we have fans from all around the world voting to select one of the top semifinalists into the final 7. Last year we had 5,000 votes. Today, with 4 days left, we are at 12,000 fan votes. So we have more than doubled. So participation has increased, which is a good thing for us and for the diaspora and for Jamaica in terms of letting them know who we are and what we are about. Come June 30th, that's this Saturday, we'll be announcing the top 7. I'll be on a program here at Fern Gully Restaurant. Me and the media host of the Southern Diaspora, Wayne Hall, will be there. We'll be broadcasting live from there. And I know everyone is going to be sitting on their chairs waiting to hear who those top 7 are. Quality has been our main goal, and this year they have stepped it up a notch. We were able to find 12 quality songs out of a total 19 entrants. And if you guys go on to JIIFSC.com, you can hear all songs there while you cast your vote to see what quality we can produce in the diaspora. So that's a good look for us, especially this being our 60th year of independence. We have a good panel coming back because the integrity of the competition is very important to us. So we have a good 5-judge panel coming back to decide the winner, not fans. Fans will not be involved in the final vote on July 30th when we hold our competition. So 5-judge panel. Wayne Hall is also on it, Shelly Thunder, Twiggy out of Florida, Dr. Mort out of Washington, and Rika Newell, who is a voting member of the Academy Awards. So we have a good panel to choose and bring to you guys what I call the Diamond Jubilee song for this year. So looking forward to all your support, and we're here.
No, that's great work. And in fact, I'm pleased that you sent the finalists into Fresh, because we'll be creating a special program which will be going out Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we'll give you more details on that so that listeners from around the world can hear all the songs together on Fresh FM Radio London. So congratulations for your great work. Wayne Hall, is there anything that you'd like to add to that, given that you're the star host?
Definitely. You know, Mr. McCook mentioned the quality of the songs, and I had a what you could call a premiere of the songs on my platform this past Wednesday.
Okay.
And I really have to say kudos on the quality of the songs and the diversity of the songs. And I think it's going to be an exciting 4-5 weeks to the announcement of the winner. So kudos, Gary.
Congratulations, Gary, once again. So, Wayne, is there anything you'd like to bring us up to date on now in terms of the Wayne Hall show?
Yes, a lot has happened since our last streaming, but we've been busy in the Southeast here. We've had the Alabama Carnival recognizing the 60th, our honorary consul, our consul general for Jamaica and Miami, Mr. Oliver Meir, was present in Alabama for that. Mr. Steve Higgins has been doing his tour. That happened also in Alabama a week before the carnival. Then last weekend we were in Charleston, and that's just a couple of the events. We had the Atlanta Caribbean Carnival that took place earlier, and the Atlanta Jamaican Association, they launched their annual ball and scholarship awards as well. An event I was fortunate enough to host, and they're looking good as far as a great event. Lisa Hanna, Shadow Minister out of Jamaica, is going to be the keynote speaker, and that takes place on August 13th. Let's see. Today we have the Captains of Industry Award. It's more of a Caribbean than a Jamaican item, but it involves a lot of Jamaicans being recognized, which is key in this, the 60th year. That takes place this evening at the Four Seasons Hotel. And again, I'm fortunate enough to be an announcer on that. So that's where I'll be heading after this. But let's see. As far as the diaspora goes, I know I had seen a list from, and I'll just look at it from our honorary consul's office. There is the Jamaica 60th Anniversary of Independence Church Service. And I think that's now moved from August 7th to August 14th, the day after the ball. And we still have some other events coming up. Invest in Jamaica, Education Peering Schools on October 8th, the University of Georgia School of Law Consular Series, Dr. Brian as guest speaker. That's our honorary consul for Jamaica and Atlanta on October 17th. So that's as much as I have right now. Let's see. And just all the organizations in the community and in the region here, just busy with great events. Integrity Children's Fund had theirs last week, another great event. They got recognized by the Jamaican Consulate in Miami for their contribution of scholarships to needy students in Jamaica, among some of the stuff that has happened. So that's a little recap of all the stuff that's fresh in my mind here.
Great. Thanks for that. So we're going to move from Atlanta back to London. And I'm pleased that we've got Diane Schrouder from Under the Reggae Tree. Diane, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Rudi. Very well.
Okay, can you give us an update for Under the Reggae Tree? We've got two big things. We've got the International Reggae Day UK on the 1st of July. And of course, just an overview for the Reggae Tree ready for the celebrations in August.
Okay, so we have International Reggae Day on Friday, the 1st of July. With the Reggae Tree in Harlesden. It doesn't quite look like a reggae tree, but it is going to. So on Wednesday, there's going to be a flower bed at the bottom of the tree in the design of the Jamaican flag. So our local council, Brent Council, have invited me along. So I'm the consultant in charge of the tree, but our local council is responsible for the maintenance of the tree. So what's going to happen? They've invited myself and a couple of others to actually go and actually get involved with actually the planting of that flower bed.
Okay.
Yeah, so I haven't got the time yet on Wednesday, but that's going to take place on Wednesday in readiness for Friday morning at 9 o'clock. Yeah, so I remember the 1st of July 2018 when I was invited. I had nothing to do with the Reggae Tree. I was invited to go along, and it was a Sunday morning. I went before church, 9 o'clock in the morning. So 9 o'clock is the right time.
Yeah, you've moved up well from being a visitor. Now you're in charge of everything.
But you know what? So I remember back then, I was invited into that picture by our local MP, Dawn Butler. I remember her saying to me, "You can't be wearing pink and not be in the picture." And then, Kwaku, that's where I met Kwaku. And yeah, so here I am. I'm a reggae consultant for International Reggae Day UK. I wonder who got me into that, eh?
Exactly. And actually, as you say that as well, Diane, just give everybody a quick overview of the work that you did. That's how we met in terms of the reggae work that you're doing in terms of the archive.
Okay,
just give everybody a quick overview.
Going back a little bit, so my late parents were from Jamaica and they lived on Matsfield Avenue. My dad lived right by Channel 1 studio at number 31. My mum lived all the way down the other end. It was 32, but it was down the end of the road. So I've grown up on reggae music. My mum used to say, listen to the words of songs. And she's talked a lot of the time she's talking about Bob Marley. She loved Gregory Isaac. So I grew up on music and those teachings are in music. So moving on, and also my late husband as well, he was a music person. So, music means so much. And my journey of, change and dealing with not having my mum and dad, my husband around has led me, it's been powerful. It's meant a lot to me. So I say God has elevated me in many ways.
Of course, yeah.
And so Rudi and I were connected by Owen, actually. Yeah, in 2020. So
Owen as the founder of Fresh FM Radio London.
and so in 2020, I was a reggae, I was a story finder. So I was doing interviews for our archives in Brent. And I remember Owen, but it was something to do with health because I was also involved with an initiative to do with health. And I remember Owen mentioned you, Rudi, because I mentioned the NHS and I think you called me. Did he give you my number and you called me? Was it? Yeah. So within moments of speaking with Rudi, when he told me a bit of his background and he mentioned Harlesden, I said my dad had a minicab office in Harlesden Cars. And within moments he said, "Your dad Arthur." And
right.
So yeah. So Rudi, I'll get you can explain about your connection with my dad. Yes.
Yes, we go back. Arthur Strouder, he had a taxi or minicab business in Harlesden when I used to be based there. So I used to see him all the time and sit down and chat to him. So yeah, he was a great character indeed. So Diane, we've got Dean here with us. And as you know that Dean has taken under the Reggae Tree idea over to Connecticut and then use social media, digital innovation, as we say, to connect with the young people, particularly in Augustown, which I think is unique. I don't think there's any other project like this. Well, I know there isn't, not connected across the diaspora back into Jamaica in the way that we are. And then, as you know, we've also linked to young people in South Africa, but we'll be talking more about that later. For the Jamaica 60 activities. So, Brother Dean, can you give us a quick update? How are you? We're back in Connecticut now from London. Yeah, so we've gone from Atlanta to London, back to Connecticut now.
Yeah, first I want to thank you, Rudi Page, for making this great connection. When I grow up, I want to be famous, your famous artist and special guest on the show tonight. You did a tremendous job. There's a little background about Udine Road. I've been a Scout ambassador for over the past 30 years. We have represented Jamaica, different parts. And I find that when you leave most Jamaica, we highlight Jamaica and not our personal community. And there's so much rich heritage in the community that I grew up, which is Augustown. And even on your program, where I get a lot of exposure, making connection work, not just a lip service program, connection work. Since I've been on your program, growing up as a child, I have the honor of, feeding Bob Marley, played soccer to watch the great Alan Skillcore, watching you, Jimmy Cliff come and have lunch, and recognize these people. And I said, I don't want this opportunity to pass me. So, both opposition leader, minister, the president opposition leader, these are people who go to part, who go, hang out. The present opposition leader, Mark Golding, his mom, she was the one who's actually helped me start my scout group. And then I came on your program and I met Diane, with Reggae Tree. And, reggae originated from Jamaica. And I said, how can I, this Reggae Tree? And most of these artists, it's from Augustown. If you don't get a good bus from Augustown, you cannot be a great celebrity reggae artist. So this program, take it to Augustown. Augustown is a community that was named after Emancipation Day. And there we'll be celebrating 184 years. And I let the world know that this is the history of Augustown, the legacy that, and I've been working with Professor Barry Shevans, all of these people to promote the township around the Augustown community. So we started a program where we said, let us start from the children, because we tried to implement program to these children, but we don't do that. So under the Reggae Tree, I grew up on the corner. That's where I learned to fly, gig, make kite, and the corner is the biggest college. I have had my bachelor. I have the honor of getting a scholarship to go to the university, my associate degree, my 4 months course, that associate degree. And my first college was on the corner. That's where I know the real survival skill. And let us start on the corner and merge reggae to empower our young people. So we have a program with the young people where you listen to what they want. And with Rudi Page, with Fresh FM, they expose them, Donovan, get the opportunity to talk what they want, making connection work. So that's basically what we do. So for the Reggae Tree, we would like to plant a Reggae Tree August 1st in Augustown. So to keep the connection real for their celebration, the 1st of August. So I think that's one of our next mission, to have a Reggae Tree in Augustown.
Excellent. Excellent. And I'm going to come back to London before I go back to Connecticut. And I want to introduce Dee Burrows, because she escaped from Augustown to London. So Dee, welcome onto Homeward Bound. And you'd like to introduce yourself, give your Augustown credentials, and tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you. I've actually passed the test. Hey, Dean, how are you? Hello, everybody.
Great.
Yeah, hi. Great to be on it. Yeah, proud Augustonian, as I coined the word, Rudi.
Yeah, indeed.
So yeah, born and bred. And just before I migrated to the UK, Augustown is home. Augustown was home, if you can say that. So went to Hope Valley, then from then to Arden, all the Ardenites, and then went on to UTech and did well in academia. So having my own business now, a life coaching and mental health practice, I'm very passionate, and I love the thought of being impactful, not just to myself, but to my, the wider community and others that I interact with. And as a result of that, that's how I got connected with Rudi. And there's no turning back. We're stuck now for life. And I really... what he does obviously resonates with me, paying it forward, being that, that greater good for the benefit of everybody. So I'm very passionate about that. So yeah, I'm just here, giving support. I would love to, as I told Rudi, one of my goals is to be more participative in what happens in Augustown now. So that's where I stand. But yeah, just great to be connected. It's a milestone for Jamaica's 60th this year, and before, it's the wider Jamaica. It's the bubble of our little community that where we started out in Jamaica that makes us who we are. In England would say the postcode or whatever, or postcode of the Kingston 7 for Augustown. It's that where it started, and I'm very proud of that. So yeah, I just want to give back and do as much as I can for the community, and then the greater good, obviously, for Jamaica. So that's why we're all here. Yeah. So thank you, everybody, and Rudi, thank you for this platform.
No problem. Thank you very much, Dee. And I must say to everybody, Dee connected me to colleagues in Ghana, to the Marcus Mosiah Garvey Foundation and the Ghana Caribbean Association, Naomi and Neville. Yeah. I've now been able to start to connect them to our other colleagues, including Dee, in Ghana. So during the celebrations in August, from the 1st to the 17th, you're going to see some connections between what we're doing here, Ghana, South Africa, really connecting our communities. It's really important. And we've got a special day, the 17th of August, Marcus Garvey's birthday. So we've got a whole day of special programming and connecting our community. So African Gardens, their farmers market on the 1st of August. But beyond that, we'll be connecting them to other communities around the world, because that's what diaspora means, So it's going to be a great time. Right, so I'm now going to leave London and go back to Connecticut and introduce Donovan Longmore, who will take us through with his guest. Donovan, give us your update, and then you can bring on your guests.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rudi. Good evening, guys. My name is Donovan Longmore. Here in Connecticut, the Northeast Diaspora representative for the state of Connecticut. We just got back from Jamaica with the Diaspora Conference. Very, very well entertaining and lots of work to be done, but we're here to make things happen in Jamaica. Been across and done many work. As you know, Dean is also from Connecticut, and work with him under the Reggae tree, met Rudi, and continue doing met Wayne, and continue making an impact in our community as we gear up for our 60th anniversary here for Jamaica's independence, and also for Trinidad. We want to do things that will bring forth, more of an enlightenment to the world about our culture. And as you see, children are one of them. We celebrate our 60th anniversary with the Carnival Parade here in Connecticut. That'll be August 13th. And we also have our Jerk Festival on August the 6th. So those are two big events here. And we're also going to have one with the Council General of New York, Ms. Alison Wilson, on August 20th. And a lot of great things happening. But what really grips me, Rudi, was the fact that while working with Dean and Stafford Grant, we feature the children, because, I have them on the program. And I met a young lady, my special guest today, Ms. Janelle McPherson, and she's an educator and a student as well. And she's looking to come here to the US to do some studies, and we're going to try to help her with that as well. But she has a coding program that they taught, and Dean and, under the Reggae tree at Stafford were very much involved, and that's how I met her. So I said, it'll be great to, talk about our future and our children. So I had to invite her on the program today so she can talk to us about, how we can involve our children and make it better. So without no further ado, I introduce to you the young lady smiling in the background, Miss Janelle McPherson. Greetings, Sharon.
Greetings, everybody. Thank you so much for inviting me here, Donovan. When I hear about everything that these persons online are doing, it drives change. It drives a difference in our community, and I'm happy to be a part of the platform. Mr. Rudi spoke on digital innovation, right? Yeah. And that's something that Coded is inspiring. So basically what we do at Coded, we try our best to equip the economic with skills in computer coding and programming. Now, it started from when I was attending school, one of the only coding institutions here in Jamaica. And a colleague and I, we started the platform, and we wanted to raise awareness within our communities, within the kids in the communities. I'm from Arnett Gardens, by the way. Yeah, I'm from Arnett Gardens, and we want to raise some awareness with different coding techniques. So what we did, along with the Jamaica diaspora team who sponsored or who have been sponsoring our classes, thanks everybody on the diaspora, been sponsoring the classes. We have been teaching kids how to, program different computer skills such as HTML, CSS, Java, JavaScript. These are some of the few coding languages that we have been teaching and inspiring them to become more marketable based on the era that we are in. So, as well as I'm happy to be a part of those who are promoting coding in schools as well. That initiative, I'm also a part of that initiative with the Amber team. Amber team has been so great. And yes, I mean, basically, not only for kids, but also for adults, we have been teaching them technological skills to help them advance.
Excellent. And I'm pleased to hear that, because we always talk about the 21st century skills, and it relates to collaboration, creativity, communication, critical thinking. And obviously those skills are needed in terms of interpersonal relationships, but of course the STEM subjects as well. So very well done. And it's good that you're taking it to the next generation after yourself, which is even better. Because we're actually saying now that we need to intervene with the 10-year-olds. That's why under the Reggae tree, in terms of what Dean is doing, is so important, so that we model how we engage and involve 10-year-olds and focus on the leadership skills that they have. Diane is holding up a book. A colleague of ours, Winston Hislop, aka General Saint, his daughter is 7 years old and she's written her own book.
That's pretty good.
So friends,
just hold it up a little bit higher so we see her name.
Higher.
There you go, Serene. I've been sharing that too.
Yeah, Serene Hislop.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Wayne.
Yes.
And she's 7 years old. There's no reason why a 7-year-old, a 6-year-old, or 5-year-old can't start writing a book, setting out their ideas, things that they think about. It's really important. And then go on to have the confidence to present their ideas to the rest of the world. But most importantly, tell adults, actually, this is what I want to do. And then it's for us adults to facilitate that and encourage that, regardless of what we think, just carry out what they've asked us to do. So that's the culture that we want to develop. Go on, Diane.
Yeah, so Serene is she's absolutely amazing. She's a gifted princess. I saw her today. She did a book reading. Her dad did as well. And, he actually asked her dad questions as well. So they put questions out to the audience, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And Serene put her hand up and she put her dad on the spot and asked him, some questions. But I just want to read something. Serene is, when I say she's so gifted, I just want to read a poem. So she read this today. It's a friendship poem. It says, "I will give my heart to the people I love, my family and friends, and most importantly, God. I want to be the best at what I do. And if I can be the best, I will just have to do my best. I am a princess. I will hold my head high. I will always remain the princess I am." And when you speak to Serene, when you hear her read it herself, but when you actually speak with her, she's such a natural. Yeah, she's, so our children, we have to, help them to find their gifts and
absolutely. As
amazing.
We say, God-given skills, and we've got to help nurture those skills of the young people. Thanks for that, Diane. Right, Chantal, is there anything you'd like to add before we go back to Donovan?
I mean, the only thing that I'll have to say, based on what Miss Diana is saying, and you as well, Rudi, is to allow our children to be who they want to be, and encourage them. And I have a couple of parents that, when they hear about computer coding, they have a negative outlook on the internet. If we don't educate our children of proper usage of the internet, then they're going to also have that negative outlook as well. So I'm just asking our parents, if they're streaming live, to encourage their children and help them to pursue whatever it is that they want to do.
Excellent. So having come onto the platform this evening, we hope you will come on a bit more often and just keep us updated. And again, highlight any of those young people who've come up with a new way of doing things, thinking, and any great ideas, and we will share them automatically. Thank you very much for that.
I'll definitely be back.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Back to you, Donovan.
Yeah, that's a wonderful thing. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, she's looking, to come here in the States and do some studies. So we're going to try and find ways and how to help her in achieving that goal. Being an educator, teaching young children, she, as an adult wants to further her education as well. And the great thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that when we put whatever we put into our children, that's what we'll get out of them. Beside the negativity that's going on around, children learn what they see. And, if there's no one there to encourage them and, show them the way, they're going to just pick up whatever they see and think that's right. So again, Chanel, we do appreciate you. Rudi, we appreciate you. Everyone on this call, we appreciate what you guys are doing, because it's all about our future. And, we've lived, we've learned, and we've seen. So now we can teach and have them young people, understand what it's about, life in itself, and how they can, of course, become successful and teach the generations behind them. So again, I'll be sharing more stuff. Chanel will be a part of what we're doing more often, and just keeping it forward and making Jamaica a greater place as we ignite the nation for greatness.
Thanks for that. And you've got another guest.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce my guest and start by thanking him for making time to be here today. He's founder of Jamaican Men of Florida and the chairman of the Jamaica Diaspora Southern Region, covering 13 states. Let me welcome Dr. Alan Cunningham. Dr. Cunningham, how are you? Please unmute. Yes, you're good.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone.
Evening.
I am doing quite well. It is certainly my pleasure to be included in this discussion. And I'm your Global Jamaica Diaspora Council representative for the 13 southern states, including Georgia, North and South Carolina, Texas, Tennessee, etc. In my role, I'm privileged to sit at the table with the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, and with my colleagues around the world. We are Jamaicans like you and I, live, work, and raise our families. I serve as an advisor to the government of Jamaica through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. Great. I must tell you that the recently concluded Diaspora Conference last week provides the groundwork for greater levels of collaboration, cooperation, and communication of our respective states and jurisdictions and countries, and provides a perfect opportunity to synergize our diaspora engagement into economic development. Now, as you know, this year is big. What we would say, boy, big things are going on for all of us, right?
Yes.
As we are celebrating our 60th year of independence. And so I know that plans are afoot to celebrate in all corners of the world. And I'm always happy to hear that the different plans that are in place. I know that right here in the southern area, I cannot, in all honesty, give you all the events that are taking place, because there are several.
Yes.
We are no different, my friends. We are, in fact, based on distance, the closest diaspora jurisdiction to the island. And it's a privilege for us. I know that there are several huge events taking place, chief of which are the Atlanta Jamaica Ball scheduled for August 13th of which I will be in attendance at the Airport Marriott Gateway Hotel. Guest speaker of which will be Shadow Minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Lisa Hanna, along with our Jamaican Consul General for the southern 13 states, Oliver Meir. The Jamaica Foundation of Houston will celebrate their gala on July 30th. And from what I heard, that should be big. While right here in Florida, the Jamaica United Relief Association will be staging their annual event on August 6th at the Marriott in Fort Lauderdale. Planning for the annual Independence Motorcade that was started 3 years ago in Broward County is well advanced, and so more information will be available soon. I know also that there are many activities planned for the 60th in all 13 states. Several parties, several dinners, formal and informal activities with one basic theme of unity. The type of unity that shows how proud we are as a people. And so I'm looking forward to all of them. Let me also remind you that reference to any other events that's taking place with the Jamaican consulate can be had at the Jamaican consulate website. So I would recommend that you check them out, especially our upcoming ecumenical service and other important events that you should be a part of. Outside of that, it's just a privilege for me to be here, and I'm just seeing a couple names that I'm quite familiar with. Rudi Page, for instance, Donovan Longmore. I mean, it's the first I'm actually seeing you guys, and the name has been circulating because, as you know, Dr. Dunkley, myself, Shauna Chin, we are very tight, so we discuss a lot.
Give my regards to Dr.
Thank
Dunkley.
you guys for your work in the diaspora as well.
And we hear a lot about you too, Dr. Cunningham. So
I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
Yes.
Yeah, please give my regards to Dr. Dunkley.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
And thanks again. We really appreciate your participation, and hopefully,
Absolutely.
as we continue these events here with Rudi and Donovan, your availability will allow for further updates.
Absolutely.
Especially with all that is on your plate there, with all the regions you represent, and the fact that you have that direct connection, albeit 1.5 hour quick flight down to Kingston.
1 hour and 25 minutes.
He can run down to Jamaica, do something, and come back and tell us how it went.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's great.
Yes, sir.
So
You know what,
thanks
Alan?
again.
Alan, we've really coming from London. I must say we're really unhappy about that. Because it's 9 hours.
Oh my goodness, 9 hours. Oh,
That's just the flight. Never mind the checking in and
I know.
all the rest.
So
yeah, we are very unhappy about that from London.
So, Rudi, Dr. Cunningham could forget something, fly back to Miami, pick it up, and fly to Kingston, and you'd only be a third of the way.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
In fact, I came back on Wednesday of last week, and I'm going down on Tuesday again.
See, thanks for letting us know.
All righty. Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for that update as well, Dr. Cunningham. And as Wayne said, we hope you can come on the platform a bit more in the future as well. If ever you've got anything that you want to update on. And we will be on a lot during August. Between the 1st and 17th of August, we will be on virtually every day doing something over that period, because it's the 1st, of course, being Emancipation Day, and the 17th being Marcus Garvey's birthday. So we've got all connections, connecting with Ghana, South Africa, connecting our communities, our systems, our platforms, our radio stations, our programs and people. And it's Jamaican diaspora and friends as well. So it's friends from other backgrounds, diverse backgrounds. We've also been supporting Trinidad 60, because obviously this year's Trinidad's 60th anniversary. And it's also Ghana 65. And of course, we've got the Marcus Mosiah Garvey Foundation in Ghana. We've got the Ghana Caribbean Association as well. So again, we're going to make sure August is one of great connections across the diaspora. Right, just before we close, are there any last points anybody would like to raise? I know Gary, we'll give Gary the last word because of the competition coming up. Are there any other points, Diane, Dean?
Rudi, if I may, I know you didn't see my hand. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, man, sorry about that. You know, I keep a program with the young people, Entertainment Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
Program. I want to thank you. And I want to tell you that I bought 2 of that books from our young author, that they're going to be prized for my winner. This every month I select 2 students and I award them something. So I'm also seeking sponsorship, scholarship. You know, Sizzler promised to make a scholarship, Sizzler Kalonji scholarship for an outstanding student. So anyone on the platform, we are here, whatever you can do to assist. And what we do, we have children from all across the globe that linked up their careers. Some want to be doctors, some want to be nurse. So the program is guiding them through. This Wednesday, we're going to be having, the Jimmy Matt Foundation. He's going to be coming on to talk about work with the children. So we have different speakers. So all of you are invited to come and give them motivational talk, We really give them a chance to talk and Fresh FM. And, as our theme said, young people need something to do and young people need somewhere to go. And they also need someone to show them how. So we need as much supported material. When you have a program and you have 20 kids on your program, don't want to leave, get off on a Zoom thing. It means something to us that there's positiveness in Jamaica and across the globe. So once again, if you see me switch, I'm going to start another program with these children. I want to
that's fine. Thanks for the update. And of course, we'll be doing a special feature on the 3rd of August with Dr. Lola Ramakan on the Community Helpers book as well. And of course, we're still focused on that mural for August Town. So, we're looking ahead. We've got plans and we're planning the way forward. It's just most important. Right. Anyone else got anything to report?
So Rudi, I didn't get to say, so on Friday, we've actually got our Mayor of Brent at that tree.
Okay.
Yeah, and others as well. So we're looking at naming that, calling that area Windrush Corner.
Excellent.
Yeah, and you didn't mention anything about the anchor. I just thought I'd remind you there. But before you mention anything about the anchor, so we've it is about teaching our children and having those role models and taking that village approach. And I have to take it back to little Serene and her parents. So Saint, as mentioned, is an author, Winston Hislop. So we say it's author, father to daughter, author to author. That's what today's event was about. So Saint is the author. His second book will be coming out soon. And there's Serene. So, that intergenerational connection, those teaching to our children, it's just so important. I'm a Sunday school teacher and a youth leader as well. And, children mean so much. And teaching our the little ones to the bigger ones, we need to be there for them. They definitely need places, a place to go. What's the saying, Rudi? Children need
somewhere to go, something to do, someone to show them how.
Absolutely. And this little girl, she has that. She's got her beautiful parents and she's got great people around her, role models. And, she's just so gifted. I can't stop talking about Serene because she's just such a gifted, young lady, little princess. And we've got to help our young people find their gifts. We really have to. So Rudi, over to you about the anchor.
Thank you. And finally, before I come back to you, finally for me, I'm pleased that you reminded me Diane. Earlier on this week, which Wednesday, June the 22nd, is Windrush Day here in the UK, which represents the first generation. So that's my parents' generation who came over, and we actually now have an anchor that is a replica of the original anchor that's from the Windrush boat itself or ship itself, and we've now taken that anchor, and it's made from cardboard, and actually turned it into a project for youth development, community development, the values of being inclusive, the values of hope, what we say hope, resilience, and progression. So we have faith in hope. Caribbean people, wherever they go in the world, they always have faith in hope, and they're resilient because we have to be. And it's about progression because we are where we are. So progression is about how we work together, and unity and collaboration. It's the best way to solve our way through difficult situations. So that's what the anchor represents to us. And next year is Windrush 75, so it's the 75th anniversary next year. So that will be major again for the Caribbean community and their families, because of course there's lots of people who've got families here in the UK, in the US and Canada. So again, it's going to be a global celebration, and that will be our Diamond Jubilee celebration. That will be a diamond, because it's 75 years. That's actually a Diamond Jubilee celebration. So thank you, Diane, for reminding me to mention that. Okay.
All right. And Rudi, thanks.
Okay, Gary.
In fact, I have
a
great conversation.
Hold one sec, Gary.
Windrush. So, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Wayne. I thought you wanted to say something.
No, I just said definitely going to be replaying our great conversation. You shared so much with us on Windrush. So thanks for reminding us it's time to keep that in the audience mind. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thanks again, Diane. Gary McCook.
Yes, sir.
Last word is with you.
Okay, well, again, let me start off by saying thanks to you, Rudi. A year ago, when I was introduced to you, and you came on board, you believed immediately in the vision we had, which was to create a platform for Jamaican artists or artists of Jamaican descent in the diaspora to showcase their talent. You were there from day one. We had a great year last year. This year is even greater and much more significant in that it's our 60th anniversary. And over the year, we have had, you've created this platform for me and my team to really explain who we are. And I would not have envisioned that a year later, our competition will be put in such a position that folks are calling from all over the world to see what we will produce, our end product, especially after they have listened to the top 12 songs. And guys, on this forum, please share with your social media contacts. Our site is jiifsc.com. There you can vote and more importantly, buy tickets, because last year we were in a 70-seat auditorium because of COVID restrictions. This year we are moving up to one of the top locations here in Georgia that many of our folks enjoy. And it's a 450-seat auditorium.
Yeah.
So because of your hard work, Rudi, Wayne Hall, Donovan, Dean, we have been propelled, and we are ready to take the mantle and run with it. We're going to make sure that in years to come, the song that is chosen this year will be remembered like we remember Oh Cheerio, Baby, and all those songs. So again, thank you all, and looking forward to your continued support.
Thank you very much. And that's a great note to close the show. And I wish you all a great week ahead. And take care and see you again soon.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
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 Everyone.
Recording stopped.